All right, we're identifying pairs of lines and angles. So we've got two parallel lines. If they are coplanar and they do not intersect, let's talk about, we've got two parallel lines. They're on the same plane. They're parallel, so they do not intersect. Okay? Skew lines mean they don't intersect, but they're not on the same plane. So it's like a line on the floor and a line on the ceiling. They're never going to intersect, but they're not perpendicular. They're not even on the same plane. They're nowhere near each other. One on the floor, one on the ceiling. Okay? A transversal is a line that intersects two or more coplanar lines at different points. So if A and B are my parallel lines, C is the transversal. Okay? When two lines are cut by a transversal, two or more lines are corresponding angles if they occupy corresponding positions. And what I mean by corresponding positions is, for example, 1 and 2. Do you see how they're both on top of the lines? One's on top of A, one's on top of B. So those are corresponding. What about 3 and 4? They're on the other side of the transversal, but they're both on top. Look at 5 and 6. They're both underneath on the same side. We call those corresponding. 7 and 8 are corresponding. They're both underneath, but they're on the same side of the transversal. Does that make sense? Okay. We'll do more with it. Alternate interior angles are they're on the opposite side, but they're in between the two lines. So if we look right here, 5 and 4 are alternate interior angles. They're in between the two lines, but they're kitty corner from each other. Okay? What would the two other interior angles, alternate interior angles be? 7 and 2. Yep. Alternate exterior, what do you think that means? Outside, so like 3 and 6, and 1 and 8. See how they're outside but kitty corner from each other? Yeah. Okay. Consecutive interior means they're on the same side but they're in the inside, like 5 and 2, and 7 and 4. Okay, so corresponding angles, alternate interior angles, and alternate exterior angles are equal to each other. But this one's different. Consecutive interior angles are not equal. They are supplementary, which means they add up to? Right. Okay.
So you add up all the angles that equal 180.
What?
They equal all the angles only equal 180.
Right. So angle 5 plus angle 2 equals 180. And angle 7 plus angle 4 equal 180.
But they have to be the interior. Okay.
They have to be in the interior and on the same side. Okay. So my computer's all crazy, and now all this is going to disappear. But I will re-explain it to anybody that needs to know. I don't know why it does this, and I can't make it stop. If we have time. Shh. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we're going to look at example 1. And yours is a little faint, so you might want to draw it in there real good. But we've got this square bottom pyramid, and I want to know what is parallel to AB. Yes, I'm sorry, I'm always moving. What line is parallel to AB? So if I'm looking at A to B, what line is parallel to that?
BC.
DC. Okay, so this is a funky one. What line is skew to AB? What line is not on the same plane as AB?
EC.
EC might be one.
EB.
EB is because AB it'll intersect, so AB can't work. It's got to be EC or ED. What is parallel to BC?
AD.
AD. Okay, our planes ABE and CDE parallel. Are the planes parallel? ABE
Yeah.
Yes.
and ECD.
Yes.
No, they intersect at E, so they can't be parallel. They intersect, they can't be parallel. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing with rectangle.
So what is skew?
Skew means it's a line that doesn't intersect on different planes. So like the ceiling and the floor, they're two planes. If I've got a line on the floor and a line on the ceiling, they're skew, not on the same plane. A line perpendicular to HD. Perpendicular. HD. It means it has to meet at a 90-degree angle. It has to intersect.
DC? HG?
HG, I have. DC would work. A plane parallel to DCH.
CBF?
So I would say ABF because this is the front part of this, and so I want this back part. ABF or ABG. A line parallel to BC. A line
FG?
AD. FG would work too. A line skew to FG.
AB? AB?
FG. You could do AD. Okay, let's turn it over. All right, so this is kind of like what I did in the beginning, but we're going to name them. We want corresponding angles. We want to list all of them. So from this picture, what are all the corresponding angles? Can somebody name one? You want me to do one for an example first?
Yeah.
Okay. Angle 5, and angle 7. So 5 and 7 are corresponding. And there are 4 more pairs.
4 and 2?
4 and 2. What else?
1 and 3?
1 and 3.
6
And 6 and
8?
8. Okay,
86.
alternate exterior. I heard what?
8 and 6?
Alternate exterior. 8 and 6 are not
No,
alternate.
I was talking about for the corresponding one.
6 and 8, yeah. 8 and 6. Either way. Alternate exterior. 5 and 1, good.
8 and 4?
And 8 and 4. Yep, those are it. What about alternate interior?
2 and 6?
6 and 2, good. What else?
7 and 3?
7 and 3. Okay, and consecutive interior. So it's in the same side right next to each other. Yes, Nathan.
Okay, so, I'm still the first one, but for the, so you're saying that angles like 4 and 2 are equal?
Yes. All of these are set up, they're equal to each other.
3 and
Now,
6.
consecutive interior angles, 6 and 7,
2, 3, 2?
and 3 and 2, are not equal, they are supplementary. Maybe they add up to 180. Okay, now we're just going to do it kind of the opposite way for the next ones. Okay. Angle 4 and 8 are what?
Alternate exterior.
Alternate interior, because it's between the two lines. So 2 and 6. Alternate exterior because it's above 2 lines on the outside. 1 and 8. Consecutive interior angles. Let me do CIA for that one. 7 and 2 is tricky. 7 and 2 is nothing. It's nothing. 4 and 5.
Interior.
Consecutive interior, CIA.
It's where the A, even though angles is right there.
Yes. It's just good to remember. And last one, 5 and 1. Alternate interior, AIA.